She was different until she wasn't. The red flags showed up late but hit hard. The chaos returned, the mood swings, the emotional roller coaster. You thought it was love, but it felt like survival. And now you're asking the question every man eventually asks, why do I keep attracting the wrong women? Today, we're going to answer that. And once you see the truth, you'll never choose the same way again. Chapter 1. Attraction isn't logical, it's emotional echo. Attraction isn't a checklist. You can make a list of everything you think you want in a woman: kind, funny, driven, beautiful. But when it comes down to it, your choices are rarely made with logic. They're made with familiarity. We're not drawn to what's good for us. We're drawn to what feels familiar to us. And most of what feels familiar was shaped long before you could even spell relationship. If you grew up walking on eggshells around a volatile parent, you may find yourself strangely attracted to emotional chaos. Why? Because you know how to survive it. If you were constantly trying to earn affection from someone unavailable, you may feel butterflies around women who ignore you. It's not chemistry, it's an echo. You don't fall in love with her. You fall in love with a part of you that you haven't healed yet. That's the secret no one tells men. Your taste in women isn't a preference, it's a pattern. And that pattern is telling you something. So if you keep attracting drama, if you keep getting pulled into intensity, then regret, then confusion, it's time to stop asking why do they keep doing this and start asking why does this feel like home to me? Chapter 2. The trauma attraction loop. Here's how it works. Unresolved pain creates a blind spot. That blind spot draws you toward familiar wounds in others. It gives you a mission to finally fix what you couldn't fix back then. So what happens? You meet a woman. She seems magnetic, intense, unpredictable, emotionally deep. You're drawn in, not because she's healthy, but because she mirrors a wound. You think, I can finally get it right this time, but it never ends well because relationships built on unhealed wounds don't evolve, they repeat. You start walking the same old path, different face, same fire. She pulls away, you chase. She explodes, you shrink. She needs space, you beg. She leaves, you break. And then you start over again. The trauma attraction loop doesn't break by getting better at dating. It breaks when you stop needing to recreate the past. You don't need to win this time. You need to heal. And healing means learning to feel attraction, to peace. That's the hard part. Because when chaos is all you've known, stability feels boring. You're used to the adrenaline, the chase, the uncertainty. It feels like love, but it's really trauma rebranded as passion. So here's your challenge. Can you stop chasing the fire? Can you be patient enough to feel what safety actually feels like? It won't light you up like drama does, but it will hold you and it will grow you. Chapter 3. Fixer, Savior, or Lost Boy. The roles men play that attract the wrong women. Let's talk about you now. Not just who you attract, but who you become in the relationship. Because attraction is a two-way street. If you keep attracting women who are emotionally unstable, manipulative, avoidant, or controlling, you're not just the victim. You're playing a role in that dynamic. And here are the 3 most common roles men unconsciously step into. The fixer, he's drawn to women who are broken, chaotic, or emotionally reactive. He believes if he can just love her enough, support her enough, heal her enough, she'll change. But what he's really doing is avoiding his own pain by focusing on hers. Fixers often grew up with emotionally unavailable mothers. They learned that love meant caretaking and that being needed equals being loved. But here's the danger. You can't fix someone who doesn't want to heal. And the more you try, the more they resent you. 2. The savior, this guy is similar to the fixer, but with a hero complex. He looks for women to rescue. She's always in drama, always in need, always drowning, and he loves it. Because when she's in chaos, he feels valuable. The savior is addicted to being essential. But what he doesn't see is that by constantly saving her, he keeps himself trapped in dysfunctional leadership. Instead of building a life together, he becomes her emotional ambulance. Eventually, he burns out. 3. The lost boy, he's emotionally underdeveloped. Looks good on the surface, but lacks inner structure. No mission, no direction, no backbone. He's drawn to strong, dominant, or even toxic women because part of him wants to be led. But over time, that dynamic flips. The woman resents his passivity, and he resents her control. The relationship dies, not from hatred, but from lack of polarity. So ask yourself, which role do you step into when things get hard? Where are you overfunctioning? Where are you underleading? You don't attract what you want. You attract what you tolerate in yourself. And when you reclaim your self-leadership, your standards rise and your patterns break. Chapter 4. The woman you actually want versus the one you're addicted to. Here's the hard truth. You may be addicted to the wrong woman, not because you're weak, not because you're stupid, but because you've confused excitement with alignment. Let's break this down. There are 2 types of attraction. 1. The nervous system hit its fast, it's hot, it's intoxicating. It's the 3 a.m. texting, the emotional roller coaster, the I can't stop thinking about her energy. But it's not chemistry, it's anxiety. And that's not the woman you want, it's the one you're wired for. 2. The aligned connection. She respects your time. She's calm. She doesn't trigger your need to fix, prove, or chase. She inspires you to rise, not because she demands it, but because her presence awakens it. This is the woman your future self wants, but here's the problem. She won't feel like home until you rewire what home means to you. Because if you grew up with emotional chaos, trauma, manipulation, then love that is safe, steady, and reciprocal will feel foreign. You'll call it boring, but it's not boring. It's regulated. And a regulated love will never feel like a toxic high. It will feel like oxygen. So make peace with this. The woman you're addicted to might make your heart race, but she won't help it heal. The woman who helps you heal might not be your type at first, but over time, she'll become your standard. Chapter 5. Reprogramming your attraction blueprint. You've identified the pattern, you've seen the roles, you've realized you've been chasing ghosts. Now comes the work. Reprogramming your nervous system's definition of love. How? By changing what you respond to. Step 1. Slow down your attraction process. Instant chemistry is often a red flag, not a green light. Next time you feel that spark, take a breath. Ask yourself, do I feel alive or just activated? Do you feel seen or just stimulated? Pause before you pursue. Step 2. Stay grounded. While dating, most men abandon themselves in the early stages. They adjust. They perform. They become whatever she seems to want. Don't. Stay grounded. Speak truth early. Watch how she responds to your boundaries. The wrong woman will flinch. The right woman will lean in. Step 3. Choose with your future self in mind. Don't choose based on who matches your pain. Choose based on who complements your peace. Ask, will this woman support the man I'm becoming? Does she bring more anxiety or more clarity into my life? Remember, consistency is sexy. Peace is powerful. Stability is sacred. Healing your attraction pattern isn't about dating better people. It's about becoming a version of you that no longer tolerates emotional scraps. You stop chasing the storm and start choosing the woman who respects your sky. Chapter 6. Final word. She isn't the problem. Your pattern is. Let's end with the truth most men avoid. She isn't the problem. Your pattern is. You've blamed her. You've cursed your luck. You've said things like, all women are the same, but they're not. You've just been attracting the same emotional pattern over and over again because you haven't interrupted it. And that's okay, because now you can. You don't have to repeat your story. You can rewrite it. That starts today. Here's the new standard. You don't chase intensity. You choose stability. You don't fix people. You lead yourself. You don't perform. You present your truth. You don't beg for love. You embody it. And when that shift happens, the women you once obsessed over will feel like a past life. You'll meet someone who doesn't activate your fear. She expands your strength. She mirrors not your wounds, but your worth. She won't come with fireworks. She'll come with depth. And for the first time, you'll breathe easy. Because it's not about finding the right woman. It's about becoming the man who finally chooses her. Do like, share, and subscribe if you find these content worthy.